Welcome to another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. I'm Steve Gamache, and what we have this time is a unique knife. This is a Lefty Yanagiba, right up my alley, being a lefty. So this is the Doi Aogami R Blue number 2, a Yanagiba 270mm left-hand version. So the core steel is Aogami R Blue paper number 2, reactive high carbon steel. Heat treats in the range of 61 to 62 Rockwell. This is an all-reactive knife, so what they've done is it's a two-layer construction. So on top of this harder cutting core steel, they've got a soft iron cladding over the top of that on the left side of the blade, and that does wrap around the top. And then on the back side of the blade, you can see a little bit of that cladding there, and then the rest of it's the core steel. So this is a chisel grind, single bevel style, and this is again is an unusual in that it's a left-hand version. So the left side of the blade has the single bevel style grind, and the right side of the blade has that slight concave known as an ura to reduce food suctioning to it on cuts. To sharpen these, you basically on the back side lay the blade flat on the stone, and you abrade away the perimeter to remove the burr that you've created sharpening the front side of the blade, in this case the left side of the blade. This has a really nice Kasumi style finish on it. So this has, well, I'll tell you what, let's go through the specs first, getting ahead of myself here. Back out a little bit. So weight and dimensions will vary a little bit from knife to knife. This one is 215 grams or 7.6 ounces. Edge length is about 260 millimeters or 10 1/4 inches from the tip to the heel, the back of the heel, the chin. Overall length about 16.3 inches. Spine thickness starts out at about 4.5 millimeters, right about here, and then we kind of gradually come down a little bit, about halfway down and measured it at 3.6 millimeters, and you can see it does start to taper down as we go towards the tip. It's got a nice taper. The blade height is about 33 millimeters back at the back of the heel. And the handle is octagonal. It's got a nice kind of a little bit of a gentle taper to it, getting a little bit bigger towards the butt end. Ebony handle, and I'm leaving the plastic on it for the owner that that uses this to do that. But it looks to me like it's probably buffalo horn for the ferrule. So really nice handle. Can't tell you exact fit and finish, but it feels pretty smooth over the plastic anyway. Let's get our beauty shot. Sorry, this is backwards for me. I'm so used to dealing with my left hand, right hand differently, but being a lefty knife, you'd think being a lefty knife, I'm a lefty, be natural, but they're all the other way. So there's our beauty shot. This is just a really nicely crafted knife. It's very straight, nice fit and finish on it. It does have kind of an embossed, etched kanji on it. It's not chiseled, but it's very crisply done, very nice. Got a little bit of texture when you run your fingers over it. Fit and finish, as I said, is very nicely done. You've got a polished spine, kind of a mirror polish to that. A little bit of relief on the spine edges. There's some embossed, pressed in kanji on the right side of the blade. You've got polished and relieved choil here for the left-hander using that, so very, very comfortable. Balance point on this, I'm going to do this with my left hand so I don't drop it because I'm not used to that with my right hand. But there's your balance point on it, which actually is pretty darn close to a pinch grip. So what else? It's very straight. It's got a nice, I'm going to say 7 out of 10 on my scale, sharpness out of the box edge. See if I can do this from a perspective here. I'm not used to this. I don't want to cut myself, but here is... Straighten this out. There we go. So here's what the profile looks like. Not that you necessarily care about that quite so much for this style of knife, but showing it to you anyway. So here's your profile for this. Sorry, I'm taking my time so I don't do anything stupid with it since I'm going backwards here from normal. So that's what it looks like. So this is unusual in that it's a left-hand knife. It's very high quality craftsmanship. I am not in the market for something like this. If I were, boy, I'd be snapping this up right quick, don't you know? So, but this is just a beautifully crafted knife. Nice Example, clean grinds, very straight blade, just really well crafted, high quality craftsmanship. So this is the Doi Aogami, or blue number 2, Yanagiba 270 millimeter left hand single bevel knife.